Okay, so I don't want to be doing this right now. I don't really want to make a video right now. I feel pretty self-conscious about having my face on camera and putting myself out there. But I feel like I have to do this right now because I really need to say something. So, I'm autistic and I have ADHD, and life can be quite difficult living with these conditions. But yeah, I'm feeling really anxious right now because something just happened. So I just went to the supermarket, and like it's in the morning now, and I just wanted to do some shopping, and it was fairly quiet in the supermarket. So I didn't put my noise cancelling headphones in. So supermarkets, they can be quite overwhelming for me to go to because sometimes they're really noisy, there's background music, there's children screaming, there's people all around. It can feel quite stressful for me to go to a supermarket, but obviously I still have to do my shopping, and I don't always like to use noise cancelling headphones. I mean, I think they're great for some situations when you really need them, but I don't like to wear them all the time. I usually just, I go somewhere, I see how loud it is. If it's really loud, I'll put my headphones in. But if it's not too bad, I will not use them, because having the noise cancelling headphones in and not hearing what's going on around me, like losing that awareness of what's going on around me, it can make me feel quite anxious. So yeah, noise cancelling headphones are not a perfect solution to a noisy world. But anyway, so I went there, I got my groceries, and then I turned down an aisle, and suddenly I just hear this person just talking really loud on the phone, on loudspeaker. The person on the other side of the phone conversation was yelling really loudly into the phone. The person who was having the phone conversation was yelling back really loudly. Both of them were speaking really loud, and I just got really triggered by that. I found it super stressful to suddenly be exposed to that noise. Like, the thing is with autism, or with autism and ADHD, when you've got noise sensitivity, it's like the noise, it's not just that it's unpleasant to hear or that it hurts your ears, but it's physically painful. Like it hurts my body, it hurts the insides of my body. I know that sounds weird to people who don't experience it, but like that's how I experience it. And yeah, I was really distressed by that. And yeah, I had to go and pay. I wanted to get a few more things, but I couldn't go. I just couldn't go and get anything else, because even though I walked away from that person, like far enough, and yeah, like that conversation, it was so loud that it was like echoing through the whole supermarket. So yeah, it was just extremely loud. And So yeah, I paid for my groceries and I left the place, and now I'm in my car and I'm still trying to calm down. And, this is not the first time this has happened. This happens all the time. Like in the last years especially, it's got so bad with people being really inconsiderate and people just using their phones on loudspeaker everywhere. Like whether it's having private phone conversations or playing videos or playing music. Like it's just everywhere. People do it everywhere. And the reason why I decided to make a video and say this is because I find it really horrifying. And it's making in the sense that it's making the world a stressful place for me to live in, for people like me. And not just autistic people, but probably especially autistic people, or people who have noise sensitivity for any other reason. It's just making the world a really difficult place to be in. And it makes me really anxious about leaving the house and being out in the world. And yeah, I don't know what to do. Like, there has been times when I asked people to turn down the noise or to, it's just so difficult though. I feel really anxious about confronting people. So yeah, sometimes I do it. It takes me a lot of courage. And sometimes people do turn it down, but sometimes I've also had a really negative reaction when I confronted people about it and asked them to turn down the noise. And the fact is, I don't want to have to keep doing that. But it's really I feel really helpless because I feel like there's nothing I can do. The world's just getting louder and louder, and there's nothing that I can do about it other than just, accept that it is that way, which most people seem to be doing. And, a lot of people say, oh yeah, the world's just getting louder, that's just how it is. Deal with it. But the thing is, I can't accept it, and I can't deal with it because it's interfering so much with my life. It's stopping me from being able to go out and just do normal things, which, with autism, it's difficult in the first place, but it's just becoming so much harder now that phones have infiltrated our society to a very unhealthy degree. And, our social rules are, social etiquette, respectful behavior in public, all of that is breaking down, and it's really hard for me to watch it all break down like this. It's actually making me depressed. And, I'm not generally a depressed person. I'm not someone who suffers from depression. But things like these, it does make me feel depressed. It does make me feel disheartened. And it's really stressful. And I know I can't do anything about this right now, other than just say this. And yeah, maybe put it out there. Yeah, I just want people to know that, life's like, the world's getting really difficult for certain kinds of people. And yeah, the world might be changing, but like, when these changes that are happening are really hurting certain types of people, then, well, that's really bad. And I'm very worried. I'm very worried about the future. I'm very worried about it getting even worse. And what about the next generations, who just grow up on their phones, and like, are they going to care? Are they going to care one day, or is it just going to get so much worse? Are we going to just see so much more antisocial behavior? I would say we probably are. We probably will be seeing so much more. And yeah, I honestly don't know what else to say. I wish I could say something more positive. I wish I had a solution. But I guess that's not what this video is about. This video is just about me getting this off my chest. And yeah, that's what I need to do.